What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of Caught Stealing. This is the latest movie from director Darren Afronosky, and it might be his best in years. Austin Butler stars as Hank Thompson, a former baseball player who's now just getting by working as a bartender at a dive bar on New York's Lower East Side. When Hank agrees to cat sit for his English punk neighbor Russ, played by Matt Smith, he finds his world turned upside down as he comes face to face with an assortment of criminals who all want something from him. Before I jump into the review, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, that way you can keep up with everything I'm posting on the channel, including all of the movie reviews, entertainment news, and more.
I need you to take care of my cat.
I like cats.
I like dogs. Hey, is Russ home?
Who are you? What's the baby, man?
Caught Stealing surprised me in a lot of ways. It's adapted from the novel by Charlie Huston, who also wrote the screenplay. It's a gritty crime thriller set in 1990s New York. It's intense, it's chaotic, and it's a whole lot of fun. This one feels so different from Aronofsky's other movies like Requiem for a Dream and Black Swan, which are both arguably some of his best work. But Caught Stealing has an edge to it. It's much lighter than what you would probably expect, especially if you've seen the trailers for this. But make no mistake, this movie has a dark side. I was actually surprised by how violent this movie is, like brutally violent at times. And this movie is unapologetic in how it shows pain. Every time a character, usually it's Hank, is punched or kicked, you feel it. Austin Butler leads an all-star cast of eccentric, quirky characters. He's fantastic as Hank, a guy whose life was struck by tragedy when an injury dashed his dreams of going pro. This is a guy who hasn't fully dealt with his past trauma. Hank is shown as sort of a lovable loser, but he's someone who has fight in him, especially when he gets caught in the middle of very dangerous situations and has to make quick decisions to keep himself out of trouble. Butler brings a ton of charisma to his performance, and he once again gets an opportunity to show why he's one of the most versatile actors working today. Zoe Kravitz plays Hank's supportive girlfriend Yvonne, who encourages him to face his demons and also tries to help him get his life back on track. Butler and Kravitz are great together. Every time their characters share the screen, they just ooze chemistry. And some of their scenes are incredibly sexy, and they make it look effortless. The other supporting players that rotate in and out of Hank's life include Regina King as a detective who Hank calls to help him when things start to get out of control, Matt Smith as Hank's neighbor Russ, who sports a mohawk and shows up to provide much of the movie's comic relief, Bad Bunny as one of the gangsters hunting Hank down, and Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio as a pair of unassumingly lethal brothers who Hank also crosses paths with. There's also a cat named Bud who sort of becomes Hank's sidekick throughout the movie. And I'm not going to spoil anything here, but this cat pretty much steals every scene that it's in. Caught Stealing is the kind of movie that instantly draws you in and then keeps your attention the entire time. And part of the reason is because of how well this story is plotted out. It takes a few sharp turns that you don't see coming, but it has so much energy and it never really loses its momentum, thanks in part to some really slick editing. I also love how well this movie captured the look and feel of the 90s, from the fashion all the way down to the technology. There's a really great moment where a character lets another character use his cell phone to make a call, and he reminds him not to use up his minutes. And it took me back to my childhood, where that was a thing that you had to worry about when you had a cell phone, is not using up your minutes. And those minutes were very, very important. Good times. This movie was also surprisingly funny. Amid all the dark moments and violence, Aronofsky finds opportunities to inject some levity. There are plenty of moments that will have you laughing as Hank is chased around New York by gangsters. I really enjoyed Caught Stealing. This movie takes you on a wild ride, and it's incredibly entertaining throughout. This movie has a nice mix of action, comedy, drama, and thrills, on top of some really great performances. And this is the type of movie that you watch and you don't want it to end because you're having so much fun with it. So those are my thoughts on Caught Stealing, which is out in theaters this week. Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments. While you're here, like and subscribe, and of course stick around for more videos like this.